Let's go guys, Raoul TV, Team R for you all, your favourite YouTube mechanic back again. And what I'm doing this time round is I've got a Peugeot 207 2010 plate. It's a 1.4 petrol 16 valve, and we're going to go ahead and replace the clutch on it. The clutch kit on it, let's go, let's do it. But before all that, if you like your hair, check this out. I want to give a massive shout out to Team R for UL, Raoul TV sponsors, jadlondon.com. Jadlondon.com is a brand new hair product that will be launched on 12th of the 12th, 21. But you can get ahead of the game by going online at jadlondon.com and ordering your brand spanking new hair product, lab tested, all 100% natural ingredients, no artificial ingredients whatsoever. For richer, fuller hair, go on jadlondon.com. Also enter JadLondonFamily30 in the discount code for a 30% discount. So for richer, fuller hair, go visit jadlondon.com. Let's go. Okay, the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to take this cover off here, take that off, take that off as well. We'll take the battery leads off and the battery off. The thing is, okay, make sure you tell the customer, or if it's yours, make sure you have the code for the stereo. That might be coded, I'm not 100% sure, but the end of the story is the battery lead and battery, everything needs to come off. Let's go, let's take it off. Boom, that comes off. And then we're going to take that one off there, 8mm spanner, let's take that off, let's go. Right, the battery leads are off. What we do now is to take the battery out from there. I mean, if you pull it, it won't come out. Okay, so there's a little thing here, push that back. You need two hands obviously, one to push that back, the other to lift it up. So I'm going to push that back, right, and I'm going to lift it up at the same time. Let's go. Alright, the next job what we're going to do is the battery is off. We'll leave that for a second. We're going to go ahead and take this air pipe off. To take this air pipe off, it's not rocket science at all whatsoever. We're going to, I mean, there's two ways to do it. One is either you take it off from here, you press that and take it off from here. Okay, you take it off from there. I'm going to take it off from there, let's see what happens. This is already off. There was a little screw there, or a little plug there. That's off. That is absolutely off as well. So what we'll do is we'll take it off from there, pull that out. Obviously you need two hands to do that, one hand to push that clip, the other hand to pull the pipe. It should come off. So after that pipe is off, all it is, that just lifts off. Bloody hell, check that out. That moves out the way as well. Okay, then what we will do is we are going to take the ECU off, not the ECU wire off. We're not going to take the wires off, we're just going to move this out of the way, so that way we can, you know, take the battery tray off. Well, first, the way we're going to take that off is we're going to go around to this side, move all these clips out of the way, get a flat screwdriver or something. That's out of the way. Okay, that wire is off, as you can see there. We're not going to take the ECU wires off, remember that. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to move this out of the way. Obviously that should lift off. So in order to take this ECU and the cover off, what we need to do is we've got a clip here on this side, as you can just make it out there. Okay, we're going to, as you can see there, move that clip to that side there and lift up. And we've got another one on this side. Really can't show you guys, but another one where my screwdriver is, end of the screwdriver, just there, as you can see there. Same as this side. We're going to flick that one as well, and that should come off as well. Right, ECU there, as you can see there, out of the way. One clip there on that side, another one on this side. Move that there. We haven't took it off. What we'll do now, we'll take this one off, and then obviously we'll get rid of all these wires. Can you see there? There's a plug there. We'll take that plug off. Make sure that wiring plug is off the battery tray. These here, as you can see there, little grommets there, take them off. That little pipe there, make sure you take that off as well, like that. That comes off. Everything should be separated. These cable ties here, make sure you chop these cable ties off or whatever, take them off. Basically, when you take that off, let's go. Alright guys, as you can see there, I've took them 2 bolts off there. All these wires are off, these cable ties wires are off the battery tray. So what we're going to do now is we're going to lift up this way and we're going to pull towards the front of the car, like that. Okay, we're going to pull towards the front of the car and it should come off. Okay, the next part is entirely up to you. If you want to struggle and don't do it this way, then up to you. See this bracket here, I'm going to go ahead and take that off. In order to take that off, we've got some bolts down here. So one there, one directly underneath there. These two look like 13 milli bolts. The one on this side, on this bracket, we've got the mountain, one of the mountain brackets, so bolts. So I would say that's a 15 or a 16. I would go for 16. This one here, take that off, and a 13 which is buried down there. So take them 4 off. Hopefully that will move out of the way, and the usual suspect, cable ties, just cut them cable ties off from there. Move this wiring plug. These are just clipped on. Just unclip them. As you can see there, just unclip them. Get a flat screwdriver and just unclip them, just like that. Just like that. And move that wire out of the way. Same on this side as well. That's out of the way. As for that, we'll just chop that little cable tie off, put a new cable tie on at the end, and let's take these bolts off, move this bracket out of the way. Then that way we can gain access to the bell housing bolts, to the linkage cables and everything more easier. Okay guys, sit rep. Alright, a little change of plan here. I think the best thing to do is take this bracket off on this side, 2 13 milli bolts. Okay, the one on that side, leave it. I would just leave it. I mean, it's not in the way because you got more access this way. The main objective is to take this little piece off. So take that bracket off, and this little thing, it just pulls off that way. There we go. I would say we can manage with that. We can gain access. I can get my hand in there and everything, no problem. Yeah, let's go. Right, after we've done that, next thing we'll do is we'll take this reverse light switch wire off. Come straight off that way. We'll take that earth wire off from there, 13 milli, take that off, and then we'll tackle the linkages. But for now, let's take that off and we'll go from there. Next thing what we're going to do is we're going to cut these little 2 cable ties off, this one and this one, move this wiring loom out of the way. We'll get to the starter bolt, one of the starter bolts which is there. If I can get my camera in there, I'll show you. Bell housing bolt, one there, one nut there, and there should be another one on this side, as you can see there. My finger there. Take that nut off, there's another bolt behind there. So what we'll do is, first things first, get rid of this bracket. Okay, we'll go ahead and cut that cable tie off. Okay, these 2 little cable ties. Get rid of the bracket, and then we can gain access to the bell housing bolts. Let's go. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this little cable tie off. I'm going to cut another cable tie off on this side. So as you can see there, I've got a 13 milli socket on that. I'm going to crack that off. Take that off. Hopefully that bracket will move out of the way. And like I mentioned, we can gain access to the bell housing bolts. Take that off from there. Move that out of the way, as you can see there. And there's another cable tie on there. Top that off. Okay, so in order to take that bracket off totally, my bad guys, there's another 13 milli nut right there. I mean, I can't really show you guys, but if I go in there, maybe you can see it. just on the other side of that Allen key, what I'm taking off now. Wiring loop, there we go, that's better. If we're going this way like that, it's just there. Take that nut off, 13mm nut off, that bracket should come off, and then we'll go from there. Okay, that nut is off, so hopefully now I've cut all the cable ties off. That comes off, there we go. One nut goes on there, one there. Basically it's like that. We'll get it back on, we'll get some new cable ties on there. Okay guys, now if I dive in this way, if I go in this way and go up there, as you can see there's one bell housing nut there, another one there, a bolt, I think that's a bolt, that one. This one is a nut, the other one is a bolt. We'll take them two off, and hopefully we'll take them two off, and also take the starter bolt off there, that Allen key there, and we'll go from there. So take this one off, take that one off, take that Allen key off. I think it's a size 6 Allen key. Okay, so I'm going to go in this way, get it onto the nut. Right, it's a size 16 this one. If I go this way, as you can see there, size 16. That nut's come off. The other one on this side. Okay, this one's a bolt on this side. Right, so the Allen key. There we go, that's off. I mean, if you haven't got an electric ratchet, you can do it with a normal ratchet. Socket, there we go, that comes off. But electric ratchet does help. Everything else is done, as you can see here. We've got the mounting to take off. Besides the mounting and the linkages, we'll get to them after. What we're going to do now is see them studs there. They're going to get in our way. Right, they're going to get in our way to put it on and take the gearbox off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take them studs off. In order to take them studs off, you need a little Torx, okay? I'll show you which one you need. To take them studs out, what you need is an E8 for this one and an E6 for this one, okay, Torx. But for some reason that's been slackened in the past, so the E8 has done the job anyway. So I'm using the E8 for both. E8, that's Echo 8, but strictly speaking you need an E8 for this one and an E6 for this one. So let's go ahead and take them two off. Okay, there we have it guys, them two studs are out. That bolt is off as well. The starter motor bolt is off as well. Happy days. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take that linkage off. Take that one off down there. In order to take these off, it's not the hardest thing in the world. We need to get some long nose pliers on either side like that and just ping it off. There we go, that's one gone. Get to that one as well. Long nose pliers on either side. In there like that, and just same with that one as well, just ping it off. If you want to use it that way, use it that way. There we go, that one's off as well. Both linkages are off, but we're not going to take it off the bracket. What we're going to do, next thing what we're going to do is, can you see that bolt there, 13mm bolt there? We're going to go ahead and take that off, okay? And then we're going to send it up. Hopefully that's that for that. Mounting, we'll leave it for now, and we'll go from there. Just take that 13mm bolt off, which is there. So all I've got is a 13 socket. I've already cracked it. Now I can just take it off with my fingers. Take that bolt off. Okay, took the wheel off. What I'm going to do now is take that sensor nut off, size 30. I'm going to get on with it because I really need to get on with it. Okay, I'm going to take this cover off. Got some Torx here, little clips there, just flick them off. Right underneath as well, 10mm bolt. Another clip there. Main objective is take this cover off, or take half of it off and swing it. Okay, and then we'll go from there. Let's get on with it. I need to get on with it because the gaffer said, listen, you need to get on with it. Stop recording the video. Let's go. Okay, what we're going to do is next, we're going to take this little bracket off, the subframe bracket off. I think that's the E18 Torx, take that off. 18 milli socket here, take that off, and then we'll go from there, see what happens. Okay, I've got that bracket off. In order to get that bracket off, don't go taking the bumper off. As you can see there, this was broken from before, guys. Evidence that it was broken from before. But there's two 13 milli bolts that go through this side here, through the bumper here, right? So we have to take two 13 milli bolts off, and all I did was just pry it a little bit towards the front, pull that bar down. Okay, I needed two hands, so I can't really show you. And then basically it comes out. Okay. So that's that. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this one off here. Okay, 16 mil. We'll take that off. We'll take the ball joints off. 16 mil again. Okay, ball joints off. That one off from there. But before we do anything, let's go ahead and drain the gear oil. Okay. Right, guys, that's where we drain it from here. As you can see, that's plug there. Okay, it's already been drained. My brother said he's already drained it, so I'm not going to go ahead and drain it again. So it's there basically. We drain it from there. Okay, make sure we get all the fluid out. And refilling it, they've been a bit daft here, Peugeot, because normally they have a plastic plug here somewhere, you know, to refill it. You take the plug off and you fill it. This one hasn't. So let's see what's what. Let's carry on with the job, and we'll get to that after. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bracket off, take the ball joints off. Both sides. Okay, drive shafts should just pop out. Same on this side, it should just pop out the drive shaft, and hopefully that's pretty much it. Oh, besides the slave cylinder, that's it. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to take the ball joint off now. On this side, on the nut side, it's a 16 on mine. On the other side, it'll be a 17 most likely. So nut side is 16, the bolt side is 17. So go ahead and take it off. Ball joint off. This is the hardest bit of the job, because these ball joints are absolutely terrible. One side off, the nut is off. I'll just lock that bolt through, go to this side. 16 milli nut, 17 milli bolt. Let's take it off. Okay guys, as you can see there, I've took the bolt off. There it is. Bolt side is 17, nut side is 16. We've taken that off. What we need is we need to pull the wishbones down now. Two-man job for this. Okay, they're really tough. Okay, so what I'm going to get a bar on it. I'm going to get my brother to give me a hand as well. I'm going to take them ball joints off. So as you can see there, I've got the bar on there. This side, for some reason, has come off. Happy days, that's all right. This side, I'll need my brother to give me a hand, knock it down. Hopefully, it should come off. Okay, as you can see now, I've took the ball joint off on both sides. I've took the drive shaft off here. I'm going to take the drive shaft out of that side as well. It's come out of the gearbox here. I'm going to flick it off there, half off anyway there. After that, what we're going to do is we'll take the slave cylinder off, which is here. 12 millivolts or 13 millivolts. Take them two off. Okay, that will move it out of the way. Happy days. Okay, there's a bracket here. If you want to take the bracket off or take the pipe off the bracket, it's entirely up to you. Do what you want. I've just took the pipe off. Same here as well. If you want to take the pipe off, then that's not in the way. Okay, or you can take the bracket off. Entirely up to you. Whatever you want to do. 13 mil. So we'll do that. Take these drive shafts out. Take the slave cylinder off. Then we'll go around the back here, and there's the starter bolt, which is there. Also, the linkage bracket bolt, which is there as well. Okay, so we'll get to them after. First things first, let's take the drive shafts out. All we do is just flick them off like that. I've done it with my fingers, but get a pry bar and flick it off. We'll go from there. Let's go.